Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today I'm going to draw Captain Phasma from Star Wars, also featuring in Fortnite at the moment. So let's go in at the top, let's go right up to here. I'm going to draw the curve of Phasma's helmet. So first of all, I'm just going to do a little line, slightly curved across the top like that. Okay. Now from that, I'm going to go over to the left. So just bring my pen over this way. Nice curve down to looks like the visor point of the helmet. And on this side, I'm going to go the other way. Down like that, okay? Now with that, from that center point there, just go over, I'm just going to draw a line down here, a line down there. Just going to kind of just put a couple of lines over this way. Then what I'm going to do, just join that over the top there, okay? From that, what I'm going to do is going to draw the visor area. So just going to put a little line there, and I'm going to draw almost like glasses, one down there and one down that way there. And then what I'm going to do is just fill that in. What I'll probably do is just leave a little chip of light on that side. There's a little diagonal, and on this side, similar sort of thing, just a little chip of light there, okay? So it's almost like little sunglasses underneath. Now from that, I'm gonna go down to about this point. So down to about here, that point there, put a little dot. And what I'm gonna do is come outwards where the helmet comes out and back up to the visor area. So bring my pen out, around, and then flip it up to that visor area and just draw up to the top. And then from here, come outwards, flip it around and around, a little bit more space on this side to there, okay? Just put a little diamond shape in here. And then from the point underneath that diamond, just gonna go in, draw a nice sort of curve around like that, okay? Got that cool kind of Phasma look. A little bit of a neck area underneath. Just like that, just gonna colour that in. Nice bit of inking on this one. And then we've got the cape area that go over to the shoulders. So it's gonna come over just a bit higher than the bottom of the helmet. Come out that way. And on this side, come out, curve it down there, come back around, nice little dip down and upwards like that, and then just dip it down there. And then we're just gonna edge that like so across there, okay? A couple of little ruffles in here, show it's like a material because it's the cape. And then I can draw the shoulder pad. So I've got one shoulder pad here, it comes out from the edge of this cape, out like that, curve it in and up. And on this side, we can come out again, like curve out here, in and up that way there. Now I'm going to look at the torso, so I'm going to come out from about this point here, down, and then out probably around this point here, just curve it around there, down like that, there. Just have a nice little arc that goes up, and then down, meets down by this point here. I can continue downwards this way now. So I'm gonna draw a little line on the torso to about here. Over this way, another little line there. Just come in a little bit from the outer edge. Then these stormtroopers got lots of little packs on their belts and things. So I'm just gonna draw a rectangle there, one next to it, a wider one next to that again, and one like that, okay? Then I'm going to draw another pack here. Nice little wide rectangle, go along like that. Just little black square in there. And guess what? We've got another one over here. Like that, okay? As we move lower, there's a couple of packs coming out of the belt area. So one that comes out this way, Nice little rectangle, and then a little sort of silvery rectangle over the top. This side, I guess there must be one, sort of two like that. And then what I'm going to do is just draw a couple of little lines in some of these. Just give them a bit of an edge. Now I've done that bit, I'm going to draw a nice arc along this way. Then I'm going to draw one little sort of rectangular square there, another next to it there, and then it's got like a longer one on Phasma, goes along this way here. Cool, okay, next up we're going to start looking at the leg area. So we've got the armour in the front panel here, just at the top of the leg, so I'm going to curve around, down and up like that. Then it's very modular, so lots of bits of armour. So go back up, we're just going to come around this way here, down, around and upwards here for the top part of the armour of the leg. Same thing on the other side, so I'm going to go around from here up to there, going to come down here, going to come around this way and up that way there. Now this leg area probably comes up this way and this way, and what I will do there is just fill these bits in. So just block this kind of under armour in. Cool, now I've got that. Let's work our way down to the knees. So I'm going to leave a gap. Got like a rounded rectangle here for the knee pad, and then one comes around like this. This then a couple of little tapered bits either side of that, one there on the legs. And I'm just going to draw in a couple of lines there, again, this is like the under armour area, and that kind of curves underneath on Phasma. Again, I'm just going to fill this area. And on here. Okay, now I've done that bit, I'm going to do the leg area. So I'm going to do the shin. So I'm going to bring my pen out down to about there. Bring my pen out here, down to about here. Now there's this little outer bit, kind of kicks up there. Just join these bits up. Comes down, sort of flares out a little bit and up. And then with the feet, I've got just a little bit that kicks out here, and then I'm just going to draw the front of the foot coming around that way there, little curve there, okay? Same thing here, so got the calf coming out down to about there. This point, align to here. Now from that, a nice little bit that kicks up and down, just join up those missing gaps. We can then come down here, curve around and up. It's a bit like a knight's kind of armour, I suppose. And then coming out here, we've got an initial sort of bit over the foot, and then just come outwards here with the rest of the foot. Maybe just pops underneath, a little curve there. Now, just gonna go back up to the top area. So first of all, up here, just gonna chunk out the little underarmour bits. I'm gonna fill those in. Cool. Next up, the upper armour area. Just gonna come downwards here, come out to about there and up. This side, just come down where the armour is, around and into that area there. Couple of lines down here, curve up. Same thing here, line, line, just curve up and meet it. And again, just gonna fill that in on Phasma. Next up, let's look at the armour for the forearm. So what I'm gonna do is probably just come down to about this point here. So come out where the armour is here, down, out where their armor is, down, join up. And on this side, come out, down, out, up, and join it. So you've got those nice forearm areas. Now there's a little bit that sort of pops out, so I'm just going to bring a bit that pops out either side, and then we can look at the hand area. So got a nice sort of, let's do this hand first, right? Rectangular bit here. We can come down here as well, like the main hand part. And then I'm just going to bring out a thumb area here, line across, draw another line out here for a finger, a couple of little links. Then we're just going to give a hint of the fingers underneath there. On this side, just maybe see, maybe just a little bit more, like this hand area, join it up. Then I'm going to come out sort of here, just draw a little thumb, join it, and then I'm going to just draw down here, finger there, maybe just a hint of those behind it, kick it out a little bit, and then we'll just join up like that. Now finally, Phasma's got a cape, so before we do any more detail, let's just add this cape area in. Just going to come down here, past the fingers, bring my pen lower down this side, then it kind of diagonals up, so I'm going to bring my pen up, maybe it waves a little bit in the middle, comes outwards sort of here, and then kicks up this way here, like that, okay? There's a little bit of a holster I think here, so I'm just going to draw in a little bit of a line there. What I will do is maybe just draw some little lines down here, just to show it's a bit darker. A few little lines where the cape would be coming downwards, just a couple there. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of detail, go back up to the top, maybe just show a little bit where the light's sort of bouncing off. So maybe there's a little bit here, just on the front. Maybe there's this little bit here, sort of doubled up a little bit around there. Again, we can just sort of draw a couple little dinks of light maybe on the side there, around here and down. There's a couple of little sort of lines and sort of tech bits, so I'm going to draw those on those sides there. Maybe on the legs, just sort of little wibbly lines there, just to show it's kind of metallic. Maybe I'm just going to just edge a couple of these bits and just a couple of lines in. Makes a big difference with the detail, right? Same with this leg, so a couple of little lines in, around on the knee pads, sort of the front areas here. There's almost like little dinks in and stuff like that. It just adds a little bit more to our character. Then there seems to be a couple of lines coming down the torso, so I'm just going to sort of draw a couple of lines down like that. It's all very sort of chromy and metallic around here, isn't it? Maybe there's a little bit that just goes up there and there. Then we've got a few little lines in there for the figure, sort of detail wise. Again, we can just sort of show that the light bouncing off by putting a few little lines in, a couple in here and across here. Maybe just at the back here, we can just add a few more little lines where it's a bit darker. And there's a couple of little sort of line areas around here. Maybe just on the edge there. And maybe what I will just do is just make the outer part pop. So just add a little bit of an oomph of a line around your figure. Can add a lot to the picture. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Just going to go around the main lines of mine, just to make Phasma pop. do those cape lines down the edge. Okay, right, maybe just a few little lines in there. Maybe a few little sort of comic style hatching little elements in there, just to give it a bit of extra oomph. Just a little bit. Don't want to do loads, but I feel like it does sort of help a little bit. Just having a few of these little lines going in, maybe the way the light's kind of just dinking around that. Okay, do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to start messing around with it too much. So there we go. There is Captain Phasma from Star Wars, also featuring in Fortnite at the moment. Let me know what you think. Let me know who else I can be drawing, and we'll see you again soon. Please do like and subscribe.